Let's say you want to get into long distance running. Say you really want to run a marathon. You think, well, what do I need? I'm going to need shoes. Those Sauconys and New Balance and Nikes, they're just way too expensive. So you decide, well, I'm going to go get myself, save some money. I'm going to get some shoes from Walmart. I'm going to get George brand running shoes. What do you think the consequences of that'll be? For one, you'll be seeing a podiatrist long before you'll be running any marathons. So I downloaded Temu on a friend's recommendation. He told me that you can get really good deals on fishing tackle. So I bought some crankbaits, and I will say the crankbaits that I purchased were pretty good for the price that I paid. But once you download Temu, they start harvesting all your information. They know everything about you, and they're sending you offers and emails, and they know everything. They know more about you than you know about yourself. So I got this email saying, hey, you need a greenhouse. Look at this deal. Look at this great deal you can get. Spin this wheel and you get half off this greenhouse. And so I spun the wheel. I accepted this offer, this exclusive offer. And I didn't even know I was looking for a greenhouse. And then the next thing I know, I cannot say no. I get a greenhouse for $200. This is an incredible deal. There are certain universal laws. And one of those laws is you get what you pay for. Maybe there's a purpose for those Walmart running shoes. They're not for running, but maybe they're for something. But I have to say, there's no purpose for a Temu greenhouse. You could mistake the Tiedowns for an Allen key. They did not hold up. But where to even start? The thing is just so flimsy. This was tied down. It was installed properly, everything to my knowledge. It took about 2.5 hours to put together, but the wind took it, and that was that. There goes my $200 greenhouse. So a few things that I will say. The tarp, the actual tarp fabric is actually surprisingly high quality. But the frame is just completely worthless. It's just the lowest grade steel. Even if it was anchored better than with Allen keys, there's no way that it could take a snow. Just not a chance. And there's no company that should be allowed to make zippers other than YKK. So even when it was still up, this zipper that they installed on this thing was just a total piece of garbage. But if you're building an item and your margins are razor thin and you're just building it as cheap as possible, you are not going to use a YKK zipper. What do you think, Sophie? I am thankful that my cultivator and this spruce was there. Otherwise, it probably would have blown onto the road. If you need a cheap shelter, and you're not planning on using it for anything. I mean, when I have a greenhouse, when I build a greenhouse, I'd love to, you want to hang your cucumbers, your tomatoes up. And if your frame is so weak that you can't hang things up off of your frame, like what is it good for? It's pretty much just a tent. Don't buy your running shoes from Walmart. Don't buy your greenhouse from Temu. If anyone wants a piece of garbage greenhouse, send me a message and come take it, please. Yeah, that's all. Have yourselves a great evening.